Hey, what's going on guys? Dylan DeJesus here. Thank you so much for joining us for another video. Today we're going to be walking you through a last minute Christmas gift guide for sneaker customizers. Now, anytime we do one of these, I always think it's a lot more fun to try to pick out different gifts and items that are slightly off the beaten path. Maybe some things that you've never even seen or heard of before when it comes to sneaker customizing, but without a doubt, all of these are still great tools to add to your arsenal, and they're all coming in at just under $20. So let's go ahead and check some of these out. But make sure you stick around to the end of this video because in the spirit of Christmas, we're going to be giving away a whole bunch of stuff. First up on our list, we have Pilot Frixon pens, and what makes these pens so unique and great for customizing is they're equipped with a thermosensitive gel ink. So whenever you're doing any type of sketch work on your shoes, whether that's some type of character design, or in our case during NFL season, I'm doing a lot of cleat conversions, so I need to sketch out all of the different panels of something like a Dunk or Jordan 1 onto a different cleat. I can go ahead and erase any of the lines that I've already laid down by simply applying my heat gun. There's also your classic eraser at the other end of the pen, but these are bound to come in handy for anybody who's tried to sketch out a design on a pair of shoes before using something like a Sharpie or a ballpoint pen, because those can be much more unforgiving when it comes to trying to clean up your mistakes, and those lines are much harder to cover up with paint. You're not going to run into that problem with this type of ink. It covers up much easier with paint, and if you still have any of that line work showing through, all you need to do is apply your heat gun on top and it's all gone. Next up on our list, we have a glue and residue eraser. These are perfect for any time you have a completed custom and you peel back that tape and you see a little bit of that dreaded tape residue right where your midsole meets the upper. You can go ahead and run this right along that surface and it's going to pick up all of that residue super easily. This will prevent you from needing to get in there with a Q-tip and acetone to clean any of that residue up, so you won't need to run that risk of any acetone hitting your upper and smearing your painted surface. Also, anytime that you lay down tape or a vinyl stencil on a painted surface, there's a chance that you end up with a little bit of residue when you peel that back. You can safely run this right on top of there and not risk messing your painting up at all. Following that, we have Pro Tape's Crepe paper. This is a 3-inch roll, and this is my favorite tape to use when it comes to masking off any of my soles. This is a low-tack tape, so it really helps prevent any of that tape residue from forming on the bottoms of your shoes, especially if you plan on leaving the tape on for a long time. And this really comes in handy for creating epic tape shields right around your vinyl stencil. Since it's so nice and big, this is going to help prevent any of that overspray from getting on the rest of your shoe. Next up, we have a set of dotting tools. Now these are actually commonly used in nail art, and this right here is a 10-pack. There's 2 different sized dots on each one, so you get 20 different sized dots in total. And these are perfect for any time you're trying to lay down some smaller precise circles within your design. And just a few examples where they really come in handy are when you're trying to do steel rivets, maybe some smaller dot work within a galaxy pattern, or just doing a cool dotting pattern on the outside of your logo or character work. Now let's talk about these Honeywell chemical resistant gloves. These are going to work out great for you if you're prepping shoes on a regular basis using a chemical as strong as acetone. You definitely want to protect yourself. Make sure you're wearing a respirator, and these are going to work out much better for you than your classic single-use latex gloves. The acetone is going to eat right through those, but for these, you can use them over and over, and it's going to help you prevent that burning feeling if you ever get any acetone on your hands, and all of that dried up nasty skin that you could end up with. Next up, we have twist top caps for your paint bottles. After bugging Angelus for long enough, we finally got them to drop these twist caps. These are great because you can pour the paint directly onto your paint palette. This is going to help prevent constantly opening and pouring your paint directly into your cap and then ending up with those really hard to remove caps, all of that paint that gets caked up on the edges. This helps prevent all of that, and now you have these easy pour caps. So easy and smooth to work with. I've just started to convert all of my paint bottles to using these caps, and I absolutely love it. Following that, we have another new product that just dropped, the Angelus 4 Coat. So this is a scratch-resistant urethane clear coat that you can pick up in 4 different sheens: flat, matte, satin, and high gloss. And what makes this product different from your classic Angelus finishers is this is actually going to help prevent some of those scratches and scuffs that can occur a little bit more, whereas your typical finisher really is only changing the sheen of your finished product. And I think an issue that a lot of people ran into with their classic Angelus matte finisher or the gloss finisher is that the matte quite frankly wasn't very matte and the gloss quite frankly wasn't very glossy. but this definitely changes the game when it comes to that. The matte is super matte, and there's even a more matte option in the flat. And then for your high gloss, this straight up gives you a wet paint look if that's what you're going for. At the end of the day, the most important thing to remember though is that this does not prevent cracking from occurring. This is not a band-aid that you put on at the end of your project and hope that then all of a sudden you're gonna make it durable by that. Prep work is still far and away the most important thing, but this does give you a little added layer of protection versus your classic Angelus finisher. And our final gift of the day that we want to share with you guys is just a little bit of a shameless self-plug. On Black Friday, we launched a few new stencils along with a 25% sale on our entire shop, and we're going to be continuing that throughout the entire month of December. So you could pick up any of our reusable airbrush stencils, any of our vinyl stencils, and there's even a few different bundles where you can grab a bunch of different things together. I also just included a few new packs of some of our best sellers together. And on top of that, if you grab any of our merch, we have a couple different t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies. All of those are gonna come with a free stencil of your choosing. So that's just a little thank you to you guys for your continued support here on YouTube. We genuinely appreciate it. All right, and now for some giveaway details. So I wanna give away this entire bundle to one lucky person. All you need to do to enter is go ahead and drop a like on the video, make sure you're subscribed to the page, and leave a comment on your favorite project that you worked on this year. We'll be announcing the winner of the bundle next week over on our Instagram, so make sure you're following us over there. We're also gonna be giving away a ton of different stencils over the next 10 days leading up to Christmas over on our Instagram, so make sure you head over there for more details. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully everybody has a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, but until next time, I'm Dylan DeJesus. Everybody get out there and just create.